Normal Celeste is still too easy, so I'm going to be taking away the ability to jump and dash. Now, as explained in part 1 of this series where I beat Forsaken City, I have hiccups turned on, which is how this challenge is even possible. If you haven't watched it, definitely go do that because I explain the mechanics and how I'm choosing to go about this challenge. But now, without any further ado, let's get into part 2 of Celeste Hiccups Edition. We start off pretty easy since the main mechanic of this chapter has yet to be introduced, until we're forced to use a dash to get through this wall. Reminder, this up here in the top left is the cheat counter for the chapter. But moving on to the first room, which was not too difficult if I'm being honest, especially compared to some of the later levels coming up. But basically, instead of going the normal way, which would have required 5 cheats, I used a simple mechanic here to beat it in only 3.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, that's 3. I did attempt to hiccup through these spikes here, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get the distance needed, so we're walking out of this room with 4 cheats already.
That's not possible, no.
Bad start, I know, but this next room is even crazier. Here's the path that makes the most sense, requiring 5 cheats once again, but I wasn't having it and looked for another way, which I just so happened to find. Check this out.
Whoa! What did I just do?
Fortunately, there just happened to be a secret strawberry room that I was just able to reach with a perfectly timed hiccup, allowing me to beat this level in only 3 jumps.
Okay, there we go. I got that in 3, right? That's the best I could do. And time for this piece of crap.
Now, this next room seemed very simple, but unfortunately, hiccuping and dashing just didn't get me the distance needed to reach the dream block.
Okay, hold on. I have an idea.
So what I found was that I could jump off this right wall here and then dash up and left, which allowed me to reach the block.
Yes! Okay. Just one. We're chilling.
And thankfully, next up is just a flat room that moves left for a while. There's only really one difficult section in this room that killed me over and over again somehow.
No!
Because as explained in part 1, hiccups randomly occur, which makes timing this very difficult. But after some trial and error, I managed to barely grab the edge of this dream block, allowing me to climb up safely, beating this room with no more cheats added to my name.
I'm gonna have to use a dash here, though. Unfortunately. No way.
But now we come across this bullcrappage jump that we have to do 2 times in a row, by the way. But after failing miserably over and over again, I found a little trick that makes this much more consistent. Because you see, if you line Madeline's hand up with this exact pixel and hold the direction she's facing as she hiccups, she'll just barely have enough height and distance to grab this wall, making this much more simple. But sadly, that only helps with the first jump, because by the time you actually manage to grab the first wall, you only have maybe half a second to line yourself up for the second jump, which I failed to do I don't know how many times. What's funny though is you have to grab so low that Madeline's hand doesn't even touch the wall. At least it doesn't look like it, but I guess the hitbox is. But I'm telling you, when I finally managed to do it, I felt unstoppable.
Just... No way! Oh, we're feeling good. I figured out how to line it up. I could do it again. I just don't want to. Yes. Really? Really?
Yeah, so apparently Madeline's hiccups weren't very strong today because she wasn't even able to make this jump.
No way I have to actually use a jump there. Why is this jump not possible? It's this stupid spike.
So I had to use another cheat right here.
That's so annoying, bro. I thought I was home free. And then this. That's so stupid. Oh, that's so aggravating.
Thankfully, my favorite room is coming up, so skipping past the dash required to get up here, we move on to this room. Now, you might be wondering, Luke, this room is clearly some straight butt cheeks, requiring you to use not 1, not 2, but 6 dashes to beat. But to that, this is what I have to say. Actually, how about this? I'm gonna give you a few seconds to guess how many dashes I was able to beat this room in. Here you go. If you guess 3, then you'd be right. Now you might be wondering, how is that even possible? And let me just show you.
5. Wait, can I hiccup while in the block?
Yep, your eyes do not deceive you. Apparently, if Madeline hiccups while in a dream block, she begins to move upwards. Don't ask me how this is possible because I have absolutely no idea. But with this, I was able to beat it with just 3 dashes rather than 6.
This just made this challenge so much better. Oh my gosh!
But now it's time for all of our favorite part, the battle line chase. And typically I actually do like this part, but unfortunately there's a big problem. Because if hiccups take a couple seconds to occur and battle line mimics my movements a couple seconds behind, it kind of makes intentionally timing hiccups very difficult since I can't rely on waiting on them, since if I stand still too long, I'll die. Plus, I no longer have the freedom of making mistakes and trying again from the same spot, since if I make a mistake, battle line will be able to reach me. So all I can say is this is gonna be fun. Fortunately though, this room was no problem.
Go, run.
But this next room was kind of tricky because I had to dash through this first block not too early, but not too late. So where Hiccups would be back in time to get me the height required to dash at this exact spot, which gave me the perfect angle to squeeze up here, clearing this room with 2 dashes.
Yes, that's 2, that's only 2.
Next up, a pretty simple room besides the end here, which was a close call to say the least.
Go! Go! Woo! Okay, we're good.
Now I'm kind of hungry and don't really want to explain how I did this room on an empty stomach, so let me go grab something to eat real quick, but you can sit back, relax, grab some snacks, whatever you want to do, and just watch this gameplay. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, wait, I have an idea. I have a plan. Then I go over here. No. Go! There we go. I think I use one more there. One more there. Okay, not bad. Oh, gosh. Oh.
Wait, hold up. I think I just saw a potential cheat save. I'm recording this while basically being done with the whole video, so I'm kind of upset. But if you're better than me at the game, I need you to tell me if it's possible to somehow get from here to here. If so,
I can't get that high, can I? Please. No! No! Gosh, I'm freaking out. No!
Did you miss me? Didn't think so. So, I was doing some testing in this room to see how to get past the end, which is what you just watched. And even though I failed, I still think I figured it out. Originally, how I did it was I would use a dash here to get the first key, another dash to get the second one. The third one was easy, but the fourth required another dash, which was 4 in total if you count getting up here. But I found that if you time when you go into this first dream block, you can actually hiccup just in time to barely grab this ledge, allowing you to get the second key with 1 less cheat. Sadly, doing this would still result in a fail since Badline would get you in time. So to get around this, instead of going up as soon as you grab the ledge, you hang on for just a second, which gives you enough time to safely grab the key and get out.
That's it. Oh my gosh.
But the final obstacle, which isn't hard anymore since I figured out a consistent way of doing it before, but unfortunately, like I said earlier, Badline is chasing me, so I had to be quick about it, which did result in a few deaths, but after a while, I got it.
Nope, didn't work. I will get this. Go. Oh, that took so long. Oh, wow.
Now that was a lot of talking, so I'll be right back once again to figure something out.
I'm making that. I am literally making that. I do not care. After using so many on that last one, I need it. I'm dead. Ah! Yo, it's possible. And I'm going to say strawberry. Please go. Please. Ah! Go. Oh. Bang. Line up right there. No. Yes! Oh!
All right, so I've been thinking, so you remember earlier in the series where if I managed to actually get a strawberry, it would take 1 point off the cheat counter, which if I was still allowing that, then this level here and the room I just beat would have reduced my cheat counter by 2. But after thinking about it, that rule doesn't make any sense. I do think it's cool though, because I was very rarely able to actually get one, so rewarding myself felt kind of good. I don't know though, so I'm gonna leave it up to y'all to say whether or not I should actually keep that rule in. If more of you in the comments think I should, then I'll keep it, and if not, then I'll just totally remove it. But moving on, this room was way harder than it should have been, since I thought of a route that might be possible if timed perfectly.
Oh, I can definitely make that. Hold on.
And what do you know? Turns out it is, but all that's required is you dying 20 times just to do it once.
Oh, I got it. Jump. Nice. No!
Unfortunately, I still ended up dying, but eventually I managed to get back, just to die again.
Oh, I was so close, bro. There we go.
I'm telling you, this room was actually quite difficult, so by the time I got to the end, I decided to use a dash to beat it.
I had to use one. I had to. I didn't want to have to learn the end. Oh gosh, run.
I do feel like it is possible to do the end here without using another dash or a jump, but that's only if you're not me. But now we're on to the final room of the battle line chase. And this room was crazy, so let me break it down for you real quick. We start off by getting right here so we can crouch dash to the left, revealing a hidden passage that we can go through since going right would have required 2 dashes instead. I then fall all the way down, avoiding touching this ice block since doing so would have blocked my path. But now the tricky part. I have to get all 3 of these keys to unlock the door, but only doing so in 2 dashes. So I use my first dash getting me to the first key. I then have to get lucky and rely on Madeline hiccuping right before the others catch me. And even if I successfully do that, I still need to climb this wall before they get me, or else I'll have to start all over again. After doing this, I need to use the last dash to get over to the 3rd key. Then we are home free.
No, we're not dying now. Oh, go down. Oh, yes. Holy crap. You can't get me.
We are now onto the part of the chapter that I like to call the home stretch. I'm gonna let myself say something real quick before I continue the app though.
I'm gonna make this. I don't care. Alright, I personally cannot do this, but the freaking goat, I don't know who he is, but he's insane at this game, commented, this. He did, I don't know how it's even possible what he did. How he got in that little. I can't even, like, picture how that'd be physically possible. I'm gonna challenge that guy to do this. Because, I mean, I don't have the skill to do it.
You heard the man, but that goes for anyone. I challenge you to make this jump because I swear it is possible. I just couldn't do it. And I'm not just saying that to get more comments because I really think this jump is possible and I want to see someone be able to finish it. Sadly, I was unfortunately not able to, so I had to skip it. I'm then forced to use 2 more dashes right here and right here, which gets us to the telephone. And now let's see how the final part played out.
Here we are. Now I just gotta go through that whole thing again.
As I'm beating the last part, let me just say, first off, thank you so much for watching to the end. I feel like there's honestly nothing more important to say than that. But also, if you have any tips or ways to save jumps/dashes, let me know, because I do want to get better at the game. I also do plan on keeping the series going since I enjoy it so much and hopefully y'all do too. And if so, a like would mean so much, because these videos do take a lot of effort and the next chapter I can already tell is going to be insane. That's why this video is so short, because Celestial Resort is going to be a freaking, I don't know, half an hour or something. I don't know. But if you do want to see that, just let me know, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of the week. Thank you, and goodbye.
Let me know if you want me to do that. Average YouTuber thing to say.
Skip! Let's go!
My gosh. That was... Oh, let's freaking go, bro.